roosts. Every chicken coop needs roosts because chickens actually like to sleep up on branches in the wild. And so you want to replicate that in your coop. So here's what I'm doing with just tiny bits of scrap lumber and some branches, because I live in an area with an abundance of branches. So I've collected a couple of those, and this is how I'm going to go about this. I'm capitalizing on the fact that I have this triangle space here, and what I'm going to do is set up this slot. So I'm going to take my branch and it's going to just slip down in there. I don't really need to hold it in place from the top because it's not going to levitate, and that will hold it in there securely enough so that I can put one end of it there, do the same thing over on this side, and my chickens will be able to roost up off the floor of the coop. And then I'm going to put a second one kind of up toward the top there. I may have to do that one just a little bit differently because it's going to be up higher. And so I'm going to have to set it into a kind of like an H shape that I'm going to build. And not only will that offer space for the roost, but it'll also reinforce the structure and make it a little more predator proof while allowing me to keep that open with hardware cloth or chicken wire for airflow. All right, this is branch number 1. And I actually like that it's going to sit down because it'll give the chickens more space when they roost. I mounted this 2x4 and I've left this one loose so that after I trim the edge of this, which I just did, I can see exactly where it needs to fit in order to hold that in there snugly. And I think that's the ticket. I also want to show you that I started the screws on that board because going around the corner is never fun. So here we go. All right, here's what I've got so far. That's what I mean by an H. So that lifts the roost up a little bit. Now that my perches are done, it's time to move on to my nesting boxes.